Do you believe anybody can make it in Hollywood?
I do not believe anyone can make it in Hollywood. I do not believe anyone can make it anywhere. You have to have a certain level of talent, and you have to have a level of work ethic. 90% of success is just showing up, and you have to go do it. And there's a lot of people who wish they were actors, and they're really, really horrible at it. They suck. Like, I can't make it as a singer. I can't sing.
You wanted to be a singer? Bare Naked
No, but I
Ladies?
would love to be the person who, when he sings in the shower, someone's like, "That's really good. That's really good." I'd like to be able to sing a romantic song to my girlfriend. I don't want to hurt the poor woman, so I choose not to. But it's a skill set, and make it in Hollywood in what? In being a DP, and in being a set designer, and being a visual effects designer, a matte painter, practical effects, because anybody can take the materials, the silicone, and punch the hair, but it comes down to your subjective view of elegance and design, whether or not you share that with everybody. And so I think Hollywood is the same as any mechanism where you're creating an art form. It has to be at a level that other people want to share, because if it's crap, they don't want it.
I'm referring to in front of the camera, and when you say that it takes talent and work ethic, which do you see a lot of people putting in? More the talent and taking a lot of classes, but not.
It's hard because so many people want to be actors because they're pretty. Obviously, that wasn't my motivation. It depends upon what their goals are when they get into it. If they think that because they're pretty and everybody at the high school wanted them to be king of the prom, and they can see themselves walking that red carpet and have everybody high five them, then those people will always exist. But like, there's millions of them, and they're, aside from being pretty, unfortunately a lot of times they're very bland, and they don't carry a story value that connects with people, makes them care. They don't have a sense of vulnerability and pain, and that they share with people to identify with. I see a lot of them, and I don't care for them, to be honest. I'm not jealous, but bring up like Brad Pitt. Look at that gentleman's career, and he's gone from being incredibly sexy to incredibly sexy and incredibly deep, and really pushing himself as he becomes older, and adding gravitas to his roles, and mocking himself, and becoming kind of meta about who he is, and being self-commentary. I think that's a real accomplishment for someone who is the A-lister pretty boy value. But so that's the work ethic he put into it, choosing how to see himself differently. And I don't know if you can do that if you're 21 years old and really, 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 really super good looking.
It's interesting when you say
That's my blue steel, by the way. Zoolander? Okay.
When you say bland, is that because they haven't gone through sort of some of these arcs, that the ones that maybe didn't get asked to the dance, or didn't get chosen for whatever social group experience?
I don't want to make gross generalizations, because that's not fair. And but if you're incredibly good looking, things in your life are easier. And we know this since we're children. Really pretty people have people doted upon them. Like, if you're a pretty woman, and I'm sure when you were a little kid, you were a pretty little girl with big eyes, and people are like, "Oh, what do?" No one says that to little slanty-eyed redheads. They look at them and go like, "Oh, you have a baby." So it's a very different dynamic, and I think that people who don't have what's the word I'm looking for? They don't have issues they have to overcome on a regular basis, then they don't find their own internal strength the same way. They don't have that thing to relate to. When it's too easy for you, what do you draw upon?